Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. We are traveling in the path of Dhammapada and knowing the Buddha philosophy and understanding his teachings. Especially in Buddhism, we have three important sutras. We won't tell sutras, but they are important principles that every meditator should implement in his life. The first one was three gems. That is Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, and Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. And the second one is Panchashila, character building. Why a practitioner of meditation want to maintain the character building? Why he want to follow the path of Shila? And what is the path of Buddha? Shila, Samadhi and Prajna. And even you don't talk about the meditation also. You will talk directly Samadhi. When you maintain the perfect character, then you will enter into the Samadhi. Shila, Samadhi and Prajna. What is Prajna? Prajna means wisdom. So what are the 5 precepts? Means that is ahimsa, do not theft and avoid the intoxicants, taking in intoxicants, and don't tell lies, speak the truth, and don't commit the adultery or maintain the brahmacharya. These are the 5 precepts given by the Buddha. What happens when you maintain the 5 precepts? Naturally, your body and mind will get purified. So when your body and mind will get purified, naturally you will enter into the meditativeness. Then next you will see the path of Samadhi, and one day you will attain the wisdom. These are the 5 precepts. And the main important thing was the Buddha Vandana and the prayer to the Buddha. How it has came into existence. Today we will discuss on it, and today we will know the truth of that. At the time of Buddha, there is one Brahmin. His name was Bharadwaj, and his wife. They used to reside in the Vaishali city at that time, Buddha's time. So this Brahmin wife, when she will get any miserable conditions or she will get any confusions, one day what happens, while she was walking on the route, she had slipped and fell down. At that moment, she had repeated that words, that was Namo, Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Samma, Sambuddhassa. So every moment, 24 hours, whatever she was doing, and what practice she was doing, she used to repeat that sentence, Namo, Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato. She used to repeat that words. And when this Bharadwaj has listened to the words of that woman, he used to get angry. Why? Because he is a Brahmin, and the Buddha had condemned all these superstitious beliefs, all these blind beliefs on the name of caste, creed, greed and discriminations. And naturally this person, he won't like the Buddha. He won't like the teachings of Buddha. And his wife was chanting this mantra 24 hours, whatever she was doing, and he was get irritated by her words. Why you are pleasing that a person like this? We are not at all confined to that person, then why you are memorizing his name, Buddha? Then she will say, he is the enlightened master, he is giving wisdom to so many persons, and I am also influenced by him. So in life, whatever I am doing, and when I get miserable conditions, and when I am in the conflicts, when I memorize that I will come out of that misery, and it has become my lifestyle, I cannot change for you, she will say like that. So then this Bharadwaj will get angry. So many people like that are flowing in the path of Buddha at that moment. So what this Bharadwaj will think that if you want to stop this, you should corner the Buddha. That is the only way. Then he will go to the Buddha with a very negative mind and with angry. While scolding, he will take a stick to beat him, and with a very aggressive mind, with a very angry mind, with so much of jealous and greed, he will go to the Buddha. So at that moment, the Buddha was meditating. So he had seen that situation, and he was scolding the Buddha very much. The Buddha had listened his words very carefully, and he should not react. Generally what happens when we are scolding one person, the other person, when he was not reacting, this angry will grows very much. Why? Because we are not giving importance to his words. So that is the reason why they will angry will grow, and they will beat us. So this is what happening to this old man. When the Buddha was meditating, he was scolding like that. So at this moment, what happened? And after scolding, he had become so tired, and he was seeing like that Buddha. Then Buddha will ask a question. So when a guest come to your home, and when he offers some gift to you, will you accept it or not? He will ask a question to the Bharadwaj. So what he will say that, if I want that, I will accept, otherwise I don't take it. So it's my choice. So that is what I am saying. You have came to my vihar first time, and you have given me this gift. I mean your scoldings as a gift, but I won't accept it. Take your gift with you. I won't receive it. So while listening these words, he was get confused. What type of person the Buddha was and what I am. In so many scriptures and so many philosophies, and we will read about the Sthita Prajna. Whatever may be the situation, you have to be in the wisdom state, without any aggressive nature, without any negative way. You have to be in balanced way in every situation. We will read so many in the scriptures, but this person was practicing it. So he has compared the Buddha and himself. So while listening to the words of Buddha, he had surrendered completely to the Buddha. Shraman Gautam, please teach me that technique that you are practicing to live in a very balanced way in every situation. I want to learn from you. Then he had surrendered to the Buddha and Sangha and Dharma. The Buddha had taught the technique, that is Ana-Pana-Sati and Vipassana and meditation. So while practicing the meditation and becoming balanced in his mind, he had attained the enlightenment. That is, his name was Rishi Bharadwaj. This chanting, why we are discussing about this story means, this Buddha Vandana had came from this woman, the wife of Bharadwaj. 24 hours she used to chant that mantra, Namo, Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Samma, Sambuddhassa. What is the meaning of that Buddha Vandana? What is the meaning of the word Bhagavan? Bhagavata. Bhagavata means godliness. Those who have come from these negative elements, those who have demolished all these negative elements, the greed, anger, desires, and different types of negative attitudes, those who have left that beyond, those who have demolished these qualities, these negative qualities in them, they will call as Bhagavan. Bhagavata, godliness. Those who have leave that negative imprints behind, and when they travel in the path of godliness, then naturally these qualities will not influence them at any situation. Why? Because they have already left them. They have removed from the roots itself. So that person will call as Bhagavan. Namo, Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato. And who is the Arahant? What is the meaning of Arahanta? Arahanta means those who have crossed the 5 negative characters in him. First, the desires, jealousy and anger, greed, and discriminations. Those who have crossed these 6 negative elements, he will become the Arahanta. And he will become pure in his body, mind and heart. And Samma Sambuddhassa. The Buddha will say, everything should be balanced in your life. The path of Buddha was middle path. Buddha will say, don't go in extremities, be in the middle. Don't cling to the past and future. Don't cling to the negativities. Don't cling to your life. Accept the reality as it is and be balanced in every state. In Samyak, in the very subtle way. Understand the things in a very subtle way. And develop the subtle view. That Samyak Drishti, right paradigm. Develop the right paradigm. You will get this right paradigm, then naturally your life will change. When the vision have changed, this whole world will change. How you are looking towards the world is the most important thing, but how the world was is not the important. How you are looking towards the world, it will change so much in this context. And also you will understand the nature of this thing. So Buddha will say that you should be in balanced state in every situation and circumstances. So naturally when you attain enlightenment state, it should be also in a balanced way. That what we call the Samma Sambuddhassa. And if you get the enlightenment also, it should be in a very balanced way, in a very right way. If you became the Buddha, and when you are attaining that state, then naturally you will enter into the path of salvation and liberation. That is what we call the path of purification, the process of purification. Simply how a person will attain the Buddhahood, Simply, you have to purify your body, mind and heart. That's all. When you purify it, everything happens on its own. Then what is meditation? Whatever is happening in your life, whatever is happening in your body, mind and heart, it will happen on its own, and your work is to observe, to witness it. Just become witness to it. Sitting silently, just witness to it, whatever is happening. Then naturally you will enter into that meditativeness. So the meaning of the Buddha Vandana was those who have attained the state of Bhagavata, godliness, those who have become the Arahanta, and those who have attained the complete Buddhahood, I will surrender myself to them, the Buddha will say. That is the meaning of Buddha Vandana. Namo, Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Samma, Sambuddhassa. And the Buddhahood is not only a character of Gautam the Buddha, Gautam Siddhartha. It is the nature of every human being. Buddhahood is the intrinsic quality of every human being who had born on this earth. Everybody can achieve it. It is not the monopoly of Gautam Siddhartha. The Buddha is not the name. It is the quality. It is the word given to the wisdom. Those who have travelled from unreal to real, from darkness to light, and from death to deathlessness, and those who have awakened from the spiritual hypnotic sleep, they call as Buddha. Anybody can become a Buddha. It is your intrinsic qualities. When your body will become a temple, then your every work will become a prayer. Then your being, your inner being will become a Buddha. Then this earth will become a lotus paradise. This is the meaning of Buddha Vandana. So this Buddha Vandana had came from that woman who had practiced the meditation. The wife of Bharadwaj practiced the meditation. 24 hours she used to be chant this mantra. 24 hours she was residing in the Buddha's consciousness. And 24 hours she was memorizing. When you memorize the Buddha, at the same time what will happen to you? You will memorize your inner Buddhahood also. And that's what we call that state was Atmasmaran, self-remembrance. Atmasmaran means self-remembrance. When you are in the self-remembrance, then naturally a time will come that you will realize that self. The first stage is self-remembrance, and the second stage is self-actualization, and the third stage is self-realization. And when you go in the state of self-realization, then ultimately you will attain that nirvanic state and that wisdom within a short period. So this is the essence of Buddha Vandana. This is the meaning of that prayer. But nowadays what happening? These so-called Buddhists, they don't accept the other enlightened masters other than Buddha. They think that Buddha is the final, and this is the very idiotic thing. Why? Because the Buddha had gone. He won't help you. Why? Because he is not in the body. Those enlightened master will help you while they are living. They don't help when they die. So they need body to help you. So that is the reason why the people will misguide like this. The Buddha had given the one more sutra in his Dhammapada. Was Echa Buddha Atitacha, Echa Buddha Anagataha, Passa Buddha Jaye Dhamma Aham Vandami Sarvada. Before me, there are so many enlightened masters are there, and at the present moment also there are so many masters are there, and in future so many enlightened masters will come. So I will bow down to them. Those who are in the past, in the present moment, and those who are coming in the future, I will bow down to them. The Buddha will say like that. When the Buddha had accepted the all enlightened masters, then why these Buddhists are not accepting this? This is a very idiotic thing. So, if you want to travel in the path of spirituality, if you want to attain the enlightenment or wisdom, and if you want to practice this Panchashila, or if you want to come from this miserable way, miserable life, you should accept the living master. The past gurus will not help. Why? Because they are not in the body. They are not in the life. So, what I am saying was, those who are Buddhist and Ambedkarites, those who believe in the Buddha, accept the living masters and accept the reality as it is, and go with the wisdom and knowledge. Don't cling to the past. Discontinuity with the past. When you go to an enlightened master, and when you see the eyes of an enlightened master, then you will witness the Buddha consciousness in their eyes, if you have a vision like that. So, accept the reality as it is, accept the enlightened masters, and go in the path of wisdom, and go in the path of truth, and modify your lives. Don't live like idiots in the present scenario. Why? Because in the present situations we are facing so many problems, and so many worldly problems we are facing. Health issues, wars, and so many crises are happening on this earth. You have to protect yourself from this crisis. How you will protect? What is the way to protect you from this crisis? Spirituality is the only way. Science will not help you. Why? Because the science has exhausted in this world. The spirituality is the only way that will help you. So practice meditation, modify your lives, renounce your life, and practice the Panchashila, and understand the Triratna. Only chanting the mantra and chanting the Panchashila is not enough, and chanting the Buddha Vandana is not enough. You have to practice it in your life. You have to understand that. You have to implement in your life. Then naturally you will attain the wisdom. And understand the Buddha Vandana. Become like a Buddha. Why? Because Buddhahood is your intrinsic nature and a quality of every human being who is born on this earth. So understand this. Respect this. Don't become a Pandit. Don't become a preacher. Become a spiritualist. Implement this in your life and practice the meditation, so that you will come from your miserable life. You are already facing with so many health problems. You are facing so many miserable conditions in your life. While facing also, you are not realizing that what we have to do to come out of these conflicts. You are not thinking like that. Your thinking pattern is wrong. Come out of this negative elements and understand the truth, understand the reality, and go according to the situations and circumstances, and transform yourself from this negativity to positivity. Chanting Buddha Vandana is not enough. What you will do while chanting? You praise the Buddha. While praising the Buddha, you will get the salvation. You will come out of this miserable way. No, that is not the way. You have to implement that principles, that sutras, and that Panchashila in your life. You have to practice it. Then you will really salute to the Buddha. Preaching, chanting, and praising, that is the act of idiots. It is not the act of the wisdom people and wise people. So be aware of that. And understand the reality, understand the truth, and go in the path of salvation and liberation. That is what the Buddha teaches. Don't praise me. Don't worship me. Don't worship the living person. Don't worship the statue. You implement my sutras in your life. Then you will attain that wisdom. Buddha will say like that. Then why you are going against the philosophy of Buddha? You don't have any respect. You don't have any commitment. You are living like a hypocrite. You are not a wise person. So come out of these conflicts. How many days you will live like that without any wisdom, without any health and happy life? Day to day routine life, you are facing so many problems, but you are not getting any solution for it. So the wisdom, the ultimate wisdom will give solution to all the problems in the life. So attain wisdom. Come out of these conflicts and make a life very beautiful in a very disciplined way. Maintain the character and Shila and enter into the meditation and practice the Samadhi and attain the salvation in this life only. Don't waste your time in unnecessary things. So this is the alert I am giving to all the people in this world, especially the Buddhist and Ambedkarites. Why? Because they know everything, like a philosophy. They praise the Buddha, they will chant the Dhammapada, but they don't practice in their life. That is not enough. You have to practice it. You have to know the reality of the life. You have to know the truth of life. Understand the Buddha, understand the Buddhahood, understand your nature of the Buddha, and what he had given to the society, and what you are doing, and what is your responsibility to fulfill that desire. So, first of all, give importance to your life and practice the Shila, Samadhi and Prajna. Understand the Triratna and chant the Buddha Vandana with total awareness. Understand the meaning of Buddha Vandana and become like that. These are the qualities of an enlightened master. What is the words in the Buddha Vandana? These are the qualities of an enlightened master, and these are the qualities of the Buddha. If you have really guts, if you have that commitment, adopt that qualities in your life, go into that godliness, go into that purification, then you will understand the meaning of Buddha Vandana. Chanting is not enough. Everybody can chant, but you don't achieve anything from it. Just it's become just a ritual. It become just a superstitious belief and blind belief. That is not the teaching of Buddha that he had given to this whole world. Practice makes man perfect, not the chanting, not the preaching, and not the unnecessary nonsense things in your life. So practice it. Whatever you are believing, practice it, implement it in your life. Then you will know the essence of that prayer and everything. You will know the essence of the Buddha. So friends, understand this. Go according to the wisdom and knowledge and become aware of your life. Make life beautiful. Thank you very much.